Hello, everybody, to another episode of
Lots of Lobang.
The Lobang Boys. Josiah,
Yeah.
Sean. See,
Why do you pass me your mic when I already have a mic?
No. See, that's a cool trick. Because when I said Josiah, no one heard his name. Then
I was like, why
and then
are
when
you giving me your
my
mic?
name, everyone heard my name. I'll be the most famous one here. So I need to hold it properly.
Yeah. If not, someone will complain. Hey,
Yeah.
what's wrong with Sean's mic?
Yeah. Actually, I believe there's a veil
So
insult. It's like, what's wrong with Sean?
actually, people
Mic.
should just get John to fucking donate money and get him a clip-on mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
John from, of course, the Longkang Kitties.
Yeah. Thank you for listening and
Thank you for listening.
yeah. But
And-
the reason why
and
Sean
criticizing.
And for giving valuable feedback.
Yes.
Yeah, and the
I've
reason
been
why
holding it
Sean's-
like a dildo. Are you on camera? Yeah, you
yeah,
are.
I am on camera. I'm leaning back, relaxing. The reason why
Yeah.
your hands is shaking because you were busy lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your hands were busy. The reason why Sean is sitting in the
Busy
middle
moving
because
the
sometimes his right hand and left hands are both, busy on our laps.
Yeah. You're whacking the You're whacking
Yeah.
the thing. So now John will say, "Hey, what the fuck is that noise at the back?"
Yeah, that is Sean making me happy.
No, but
And I'm twitching
because,
delight.
Because of him, I realized I've been irritating a lot of you listeners with my constant jiggling of this thingy. I apologize for that. This is not an ASMR session. That's the reverse one. That's the
Yeah.
where people irritate you using it. Yes, I might be the cause of somebody listening to the podcast halfway and then just getting
Yeah.
all aggravated for no reason.
I can't take this anymore. Yeah.
But welcome to another episode.
Yes.
Today's episode we're gonna cover
two different topics, right?
two different
Yeah.
topics. Yeah, the
Hot-
one is the
hot
biggest
topics,
one
Hot.
that's happening not when I say all around the world, it's only happening in one place lah. Which is what
Yeah.
they
Land
usually-
of the free.
yeah, land of the
Home of the brave.
Home of the brave. They
Yeah.
like to think they are the world, and sadly enough,
They're
because
Yeah.
they're not. They are now the prime example. People are looking at them as like, is this what freedom is? Because these people look like they need to be under a leash.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you.
I know this
From-
looks like a tampon.
Dude,
Yeah.
No, it looks like a
Pad, sanitary pad.
sanitary pad,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, tampon.
Look at
Yeah,
this.
sorry, sanitary
Yeah.
pad.
Look at this. From the side. Just look at this. Yeah.
My mouth
So
is
what the
unclean. Okay.
I was checking. Is there blood on this?
No.
Sean, are you bleeding?
Sean used to bleed from his nose.
It used to be, so it's
Yeah.
actually quite apt. Like if I do bleed, then it's like having periods from the nose. Nah, but yeah, it's them again. It's the land we all like to talk about, and right now with their current hashtag, Asian hate. Wait, stop.
Stop Asian hate.
Stop
Stop
Asian
Asian hate.
Stop
Sorry,
Asian hate.
That's
yeah.
the other party's hashtag.
Yeah. Deben actually sent this article, right?
A few actually. He
a
sent
few, yeah.
one.
Race
there was
and false hate crime narratives.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no, before that, right, he sent three other there were three other incidents. One was 8 people being shot in Atlanta, but
Yeah.
6 of them are only under the spotlight because 6 of them are Asian.
Correct.
The other 2
Yeah.
collateral damage.
And then
Then there's what's the other one?
the old man who was
No, those are the other big one, the mass shooting by
Boulder.
an Asian. No,
Boulder.
Asian.
In the supermarket, right?
Syrian.
Syria.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
supermarket.
So this one, on the other hand, I don't know if they're gonna call it Asian hate because this guy was Ahmad Ali Al was. Okay, the acronym of his name.
Sean, don't struggle. Just call him.
Lim Wei Ming.
The acronym.
I think we have to bleep it out.
The acronym of his name is AAAA, which is
For
You
Yeah, Lim
know,
Wei Ming.
yeah. So this after that shootout came this shootout which he killed 10 people
Yes.
for no other
Who?
reason.
Triple A.
Mostly
Triple-
white. Yeah.
Yeah,
Triple A.
this guy.
Okay, Triple A.
He
Let's call him
just
Triple
went
A.
into a supermarket and he shot them all because he was paranoid. Apparently,
In
because
Boulder, Colorado.
we haven't gotten a statement from him yet. He was shot, not killed.
You're not going to
He's
get a
alive.
statement from him, You're going to
He's
get a
alive.
statement from the cops.
He's alive.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, yeah.
alive. So there were lots of things written about. Okay, so these are 2 contradicting one because first one labeled Asian hate.
Right.
Second one labeled psycho. That's all.
Right.
That's all. Paranoid psycho.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on there right now.
But
the main,
you would have to go back first.
you have to go back.
You would have to go back.
So it all started
and
with the pushing of There's this elderly man.
91-year-old man.
He died.
Right.
And then apparently there was a boom, like an explosion of Asian hate crimes in March. I think 3,000 plus
Right.
incidents, like just a spike.
Like just random attacks on
Random
human
attacks
beings. Yeah.
thing. And then now there's this new movement from BLM to ALM, but not the All Lives Matter to an Asian Lives Matter.
Oh really? Is there?
It's
Oh, okay.
probably gonna. It's probably going
No,
to that.
it's just hashtag stop Asian hate lah. or
Right,
stop-
right, right,
stop
right.
Asian
Asian hate.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we're not saying that it doesn't exist now. That's not our narrative. We're just saying that. Okay, maybe not you guys lah, but I'm just tired of it lah.
Right.
I am tired of America masking all these little incidents as some other means to trend on social media. It's sickening. You all have a deeper problem than you want to admit. You like to classify it as a race thingy, but I think it's I don't know. I think you guys just deserve to give me all your money. everything you have, just
Yeah.
transfer it down to Singapore. We can make better use of your money.
$23 trillion dollars for their GDP, right?
None of your debts.
Yeah, just-
none of your debts. You can have your debts, and you guys need to go back from square one. Just become the new. What's the worst country now? North Korea. Just be the new North Korea. Have yourself isolated, solve your own shit, and how about you just
Syria is pretty bad as well.
Syria is
Syria,
also
yeah.
pretty bad, but yeah. Oh yeah, actually in Syria. So just no, kill yourself and
Press-
not
Press
let
the
me
reset
know.
button.
Yeah,
Press
not
the
let me
reset
know
button.
about it. Go settle your thing and
Yeah.
have one race come out. Just one race. Stop having all your fucking race. Just one race. Enough with your BLM, ALM. Let's see who wins.
This is SS Supremacy Sean.
Yeah.
No.
Supremacist Sean.
It's free for all. Nobody gets. Everyone gets a gun. Everyone goes
Only
out.
one race will survive.
Yeah. I bet the Asians will win because they're smarter.
Supremacy Sean.
Sean.
It's gonna be America for Asian America. Oh, you guys.
Sean, do you
gotta
know
love it.
what's their percentage in the population?
Dude? It doesn't matter, man. Have you ever heard of guerrilla warfare? Vietnam won against them. All the Asians just need to go into the wilderness and carry
Wait,
out.
wilderness in New York City.
Yeah.
But
They
you
won't
see-
bomb
You
themselves.
see,
though.
Sean, you've got this false what do you
what's
call
that thing called?
false hope.
What's that square park called? Madison? No.
Huh?
There's this park in New York City.
Central
that-
Park.
Central
Park.
Park.
Yeah.
They can hide there.
Hide in the zoo with the animals, with the lion.
Carry out guerrilla warfare with the.
No, you know
have
what you
the-
should do? You
have
should
the
sneak
white
into
jogger
Central
around.
Park at night and then unlock all the cages in the zoo.
You see,
Let the animals
Is there
run
a zoo
wild.
there?
Yeah, there's a zoo
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Central
it's
Park.
quite
Yeah.
big, yeah.
I feel that Sean, as an Asian, right,
Yeah.
he really doesn't understand his fellow Asian.
Right.
Is it?
His fellow Asians, yeah.
Wait, what?
Then again, with that nose, I think you're more likely Jewish. Lah.
Yeah, he's most likely Jewish, and he's actually an operative of Israel. That's
Oh,
why-
you're Mozart.
yeah.
How many
Not
times have you
Mozart
said-
lah. Mossad.
Oh, Mozart.
Mossad is a fucking musician.
Dude, massage. I'm from massage.
Mozart.
Massage.
I'm at the ears Mozart.
I'm the other. I'm on the lower end. There's
Yeah.
Mossad, then I'm massage.
You haven't get your 007
No.
rating card yet.
They didn't even give me the damn zeros.
Just number 7.
Haven't
Because
see
I'm
it.
fucking perplexed. Like, how doesn't Sean know that the Asians themselves don't like each other?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
That's true.
The Chinese don't like the honkies.
Yeah.
The honkies don't like the Chinese. And then both don't like the Taiwanese.
The Chinese and Vietnamese have some kind of like
Then, yeah.
yeah.
And then the Filipinos are
but
like,
you
what
see,
the fuck? I want to
we-
be white.
we don't
I'm actually Spanish.
we don't label those things. We don't label it.
The Indonesians are like, I don't give a fuck, I'm rich.
No,
Yeah,
we don't
that's true.
label those things. See, we don't have Asian hate, we don't honky hate, we don't have Thai hate. We only label it as #hate. Just
True.
hate, outright hate. I hate you because you're not me. That's all.
Yeah.
But the Americans cannot seem to stomach this. That they are fueled by it. They've been given something that they were taught since young. Hey, freedom is for
No,
everyone.
but that's also not true. Because there are
Is it?
people who are talking against it.
no,
There
don't-
are Americans who have been writing about it, have been speaking about it, but they just don't get the coverage.
those aren't Americans.
They don't get the coverage.
Those aren't Americans. Those are people. Americans now, the word American now should be used as an insult. If I call you an American, you're everything you are
We,
against.
we might have American viewers here,
You're
so
a racist.
Yeah,
let's not kick them off
that
the
was
platform.
where I was gonna go to.
You're
Yeah.
a racist, bigoted, unintelligent
Oh.
motherfucker. Prove me
I see
wrong.
where Sean is
That's-
going
Yeah,
with
just-
with the whole white supremacist thing. Are you? Is that where you're going?
I'm going the other way around. It's I'm coloring myself brown.
No, he's
Sting.
a Jewish supremacist.
Right.
Can you all
right.
stop undermining me now? Can you just let me push my stuff out?
Yeah.
Let
The-
me push my stuff out. I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
as,
kidding.
a,
I'm
as
kidding.
a Jew, he can do whatever he
I
wants.
can do
Yeah.
Whatever he
I've
wants.
got the backings of it. But no, it's Asian
Yeah.
hate,
Your shower head at home has 11 holes, not 10.
right? Yeah.
No, that's German made.
That's Germany. No, but okay, we really want to cover.
This was made by a tiny Asian kid
Oh yeah.
somewhere in China.
Working 10 hours a day for
Has
$1.
10 tiny holes.
Yeah, and then when you twist it a bit, right, it becomes one big one.
Oh yeah.
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 No, lah, but it's happening a lot. I mean, this is the one thing that's happening. We keep
Yeah,
seeing now.
No, but the
it's-
coverage was insane, right?
No, but,
so
but you see the transition now. We go from George Floyd all the way to this. This is the current
even-
flow of things. It is.
dude, the George Floyd shit, right? The cops that were said to have murdered him, the trial has started,
Right.
and there have been a number of articles on it talking about how most likely they will come off the murder charge.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And this
Okay.
is meant to distract us from that, I guess.
Like all this shit, right? Who is talking about the George Floyd murder trial
With the
right
Asian
now?
hate crime now.
No one is talking about
Yeah.
it.
Right.
There's barely anyone talking about it.
I mean, who-
Lawrence Southern did a video on it
Mm.
talking about how the murder charge might get dropped or it won't stick.
Right.
And because like most of the things, like the knee on the neck, on the back of the head, whatever, it was protocol that
Mm.
was established by the state police and the state government.
Right.
So if you followed all those shit, you can't be blamed for following your protocol.
Right. Right. And also the autopsy came out, and then he died of
He was
cardiac
on
arrest.
fentanyl.
Right?
Yeah, he was
He
on
died-
fentanyl,
He died of cardiac arrest and not suffocation.
not suffocation. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah.
there's that. Yeah.
And he was resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Because the body cam footage came out, and he was.
they
resisting
put him in the
arrest.
car, and then he got out
He
again.
didn't want to. He didn't want to
sit in the
get
car.
So
in.
there
Yeah.
was there was a lot of I mean, that's the thing with them lah. Their press also cannot be trusted. The videos that come out.
Fucking American press, actually press around the world lah.
There's a hidden agenda, lah.
There is
There
a
is a
hidden
hidden
agenda.
It's once again one of those things we talked about before we started this. It's a form of control. The press is now another form of control because they control the information that goes out, and people trust them.
And it's dangerous when press organizations have sponsors,
Yes.
and then the sponsors
Well,
are
You
the
know
one
why?
The
You know
thing
why?
is that
You
in-
look at who owns the press.
The thing is
Yeah.
that independent press.
powerful families who have ties to the political system.
Most of the press companies, these media agencies, are all owned by like a handful of people.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. I think
And-
there are like 4 big American families who own like
But you can't.
all of the media
you can't actually
companies.
have
And you include Rupert Murdoch in that as well.
You can't
yeah.
have independent press because independent press are only read by 5 people.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with independent press, and they have no access to the same things that that normal press are allowed to. So what? I don't know, man. That's why when this thing came out, I know Deben had like this whole like shit, it's nonsense again. At first I didn't agree with it, but then you see it progressing like it's the previous thing all
Yeah.
over again. It's
No,
like it's
and I
like-
remember Sean actually sending us the article with the video of the guy, the old man being smacked.
Oh
So
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy in the hoodie,
By the guy
right,
in the hoodie, yeah.
Just went and whacked the guy, and the man dropped.
Yeah.
And I think he eventually died, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
A few of
Because
them
his
died.
head
Some-
hit the
Pavement.
pavement.
Yeah.
only one
The guy who hit him, black guy.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Black guy.
Oh.
Okay. And it
No,
was
the other one also.
the other one also black.
The one where it's in a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah,
Then he just went up. Apparently that guy was black.
black.
So they've been
The-
caught by the police and
the
everything.
only-
And they're facing.
no, the
Some
fu-
of them not even caught.
The
Right.
funny thing is, the only white guy caught on camera got beaten up by a 90-year-old.
Oh, I saw that news. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I find that very fishy. You know why?
Why?
The only footage that you have is the guy on a stretcher leaving bloody as fuck.
Oh, and that lady
Right.
donated $900,000 of her donations to a charity.
Whatever GoFundMe, whatever thing, because
Mm.
people started like GoFundMe to give her money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because she was
She-
attacked by the guy.
Yeah,
But
she,
the thing is
she
that
donated it all.
There's no evidence that she was attacked by the guy,
Right.
because the only footage that we have is of him on a stretcher leaving bloody.
Right. Right.
Mm.
So where's the part where the lady was attacked?
Maybe there's no footage. Oh, so you're saying that some of the footage has been redacted from the public.
No, we
I
don't even know.
Nobody
Right.
knows. But
There's no evidence for it. So we either must just like take hook,
assume
line,
that
and
it's
sinker,
true.
assume that it's true,
Right.
or you
because the
you question
lady was
and
beaten
ask.
up, like she had bruises and everything else.
Yeah,
and
but the guy was
is-
beaten up way
the
worse.
guy
Way
is-
worse lah. She
Yeah.
used like a wooden
Yeah.
2x4 or something, right, and then hit him.
No,
on-
but the thing is that we don't even know
Yeah.
if it was like a hate crime
right.
or what they deem to be a hate crime. So the hate crime is that there is hate involved beyond the crime element. So the person was targeted because of the race,
race.
religion,
Yeah, so
sex,
or
she's
sex
whatever.
or whatever.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I see current news coming out that one article I didn't link it to you. The father was killed. The father was killed, and apparently at the funeral, letters were sent in to the family saying that now that your father's gone, you're next or something like that. So yeah, it's horrible. The things that happen, none of us are saying it's not horrible. It's horrible. 8 people died that day for no other reason than this white guy was had a bad day.
No,
according to
no,
the-
no, 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 no,
Had
no.
according to the sheriff. Yeah.
No, no, no.
Oh, whoa.
According to the police,
Mm.
they interviewed him
Mm.
and he confessed
Mm.
he had an extreme sex addiction, and he's a Christian. So
Wow.
he was extremely conflicted with his sex addiction and his faith.
Right.
So he was like, why are these people monetizing my addiction?
Okay. So did he visit the spa that he shot?
Yeah,
Twice.
probably.
Ah, okay.
So
okay,
he
okay.
has gone there for sexual services.
Right.
So he blamed them
More than
for.
once.
So he blamed them
Right.
for him being conflicted about his.
Yeah, maybe he blamed them, or maybe he was like, I am to blame, and for me to repent, I've got to get rid of them. Maybe.
So no. Okay, so your point is it's not really a hate crime. It's just those 8 people there. He blamed. He's being like.
So
he
he shot up 3 different places in
Yeah.
Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and he was going to drive down to Florida
Yeah, it was going to come
to
in
shoot
somehow.
up places where they
He used to
shot
visit
porn.
lah.
No, where they shot porn.
Oh, okay,
Ah.
okay.
So
okay.
he researched that he researched and found out that in Florida they shoot porn as well.
Right.
Besides California, besides the valley in California.
Mm.
So in Los Angeles lah. So he was like, okay, this is closest to me. I'm going to drive down there. I'm going
So-
to get rid of this.
Because he views them as like evil, right?
As
Yeah.
enabling his
enabling
addiction.
his sex.
His
So-
sin, basically.
So that there, I see your
Wow,
point.
that's
It's just
fucked
that,
up, man.
You know, it's fucked up
It's
what
fucked
he
up.
did.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
fucked up what he did. But what I think I know what you're getting to is the narrative of it is not a hate crime.
Mm.
It just happens to be that, and then the press changes it to a point where
To a
it's
racial
where it
narrative, right?
It's I think it's the same thing. That's where I'm trying to also get to that the BLM thing.
Mm.
In a way, every information we get is also kind of twisted and displayed in a certain way.
Yeah, and go back to the BLM thing. Atlanta is where the guy got killed at Wendy's.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
waiting
Because
in
he
the
fell-
parking lot.
He fell asleep in a
Sleeping in the parking lot.
something
Yeah.
like
and he
that,
was
yeah.
DUI, right? Drinking
Yeah.
under influence.
So it's
Yeah.
the same thing happened.
DUI.
Now, none of us, I don't think any of us are here, are denying any of things that's happening there that is horrible. But
Yeah, it's horrible.
No, what we're questioning is that is it hate driven? Is it really hate driven, or is it just another thing set up by somebody to divert attention away from something else? It's always got this background thing. Is are you being led down a route that someone wants you to look at so that you do not see anything else? Because
Yeah.
these kind of things now they've seen the grasp it has on not only the world but their own people as well. That it always happens that if they can drive it in a certain way, hurt people into a certain mindset, then it can focus their attention on this and
Yeah.
this only.
Yeah.
Instead of I don't know what Biden is doing now, He's probably
He's
driving.
wearing his Pampers lah.
No,
He's wearing his
the
diapers.
other thing is that there
They
is
all double down on it.
no. There is this other thing. He did something. He said that he just announced something that he will not let China do something else.
Yeah.
So now now the other thing is that there's this hate-centric thing that around Asian, but there's this other thing looming on the background between him and China.
Right.
So is it trying to garner the popularity, like a favorable view on bids with China? Like, I don't know which way it goes. Like if
No.
if there's a hate,
What he said about China was that under his watch, China will never overtake.
United States.
American
but
economy.
then you see that.
Okay, that is one thing.
But you hear that right?
But then
they will not let China
China,
overtake.
but you see, there's a
like,
separation between China and Chinese or Asian Americans, right?
mm,
That's a totally different thing. But then Biden and Kamala Harris, they have both doubled down on this Asian hate thing. They have said, America has
No.
always been racist and all this kind
Huh?
of bullshit. Yeah,
They've said that we've always been racist.
they have
They've
doubled down
always
on
been
it. So
racist.
this is like a very leftist.
Oh,
It's said that I don't like to label it like right wing or left wing kind of shit, but this seems to
Chicken.
be like the MO of like the Democratic
policies,
Party so far, and then the Republican Party that has their own fucking like shortcomings and all this kind of shit, but I don't see the Republican Party actually actively engaging in shit like this.
I don't see.
And
The
I was
point.
like, what the fuck? Like, so you label the Atlanta, the shooter, as a racially motivated hate crime. Fucking quickly. Damn fucking quick. And then you tied it down to all the other incidences that we were talking about earlier on.
The pushing
Right.
and all.
Those
and the ones that
pedestrians
the current,
and
the
all
ones
the
that are
old people.
currently happening now.
Yeah,
also lah.
and then when someone actually goes in and does some research and finds out that out of all the incidences that happen, about 90% of those were actually perpetrated by black people and Asian people, right? And while coming over here to the studio, on my way here, when I just opened up Twitter to read about the UFC fucking card and the reactions, I came across a fucking incident in DC, in Washington DC, where a group of black kids were actually stealing a Pakistani Uber driver's car,
Right.
right? And in the
Oh,
process
yeah.
of stealing, the man came back and was like, "What are you guys doing in my car?" and everything. And they were like, "You fucking get out," and everything. And they were trying to steal the car. They were starting the car up and like
Yeah.
trying to get away. And in that process, the man died.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
They-
was quite
the
not
car-
say graphic lah,
The
but
car
it's
went out. The car moved off. And
overturned in front of a National Guard.
in
places.
front of National Guards in fucking DC.
Yeah.
And they were not armed. They were nothing. They didn't do anything. And according to the journalist who posted the thing, said that the National Guard did not do actually. They did not do anything. They
they
just took
didn't-
their particulars and everything, and then took a statement and let them leave.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So-
fucking mad, dude. That's
It
wild.
So
could've
these
been-
fucking
it-
kids were in the process of fucking Grand Theft Auto actually.
Yeah.
Yep, and then ends
Wow.
up as a manslaughter.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
manslaughter as well.
And if we had not seen that video, if we had not been privy to that video, that person's thing, it could have been labeled as another hate crime
Yeah.
because the guy was Pakistani.
True.
So, I don't know. I don't. Is America now just run by the press? Like, are they just run by?
No, it's run by. It's not run by.
It's
them.
just run
The
by
thing is
lies.
that people who
Born and bred.
the
on
general
lies.
public, it seems to me that we just have people who don't think, who don't question things, who
Mhm.
just take everything at face value. They believe it and they run
and
with
which no, it has to agree with their current thought.
it. Yes, as long as it's it's aligned with their values or their thoughts, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So so
These are the events, and this is how it happened.
I
Like,
mean,
that's it. There's no questioning, nothing. There's no investigating, nothing.
what do we what do we as the Lobang Boys propose we can do to help them, the great nation
No, but
of America,
you see, Sean,
to help them make
Sean,
make
it's nothing to do with America. It's worldwide. It's everywhere. Singapore.
well, I'm not that ambitious. Like
No,
okay,
no,
so
no.
you want to start in
the thing
Singapore?
is
Is
that
that
Dude, no one questions anything with the pandemic.
Yeah, but
Everyone has
I
just
don't want to
accepted it.
handle my issues. I want to handle other people's issues. Can we go to America? How do we solve
Yeah,
America?
I think we first got to
America's-
import their top, their women lah. 9 out of 10 women should come here. Yeah, bring them to Singapore.
9
so
out of
that-
10.
yeah.
No, that's for
Why?
that's
Huh?
for the UK.
Why?
Why?
That's for the
No,
UK.
The
no, why?
UK
why?
also.
Why you want to import
No,
American women here?
no,
Yeah, because we need more diversity.
9 out of 10. Out of those 9, right? 8 will be obese.
No. Oh, sorry. I
We
mean,
can't afford the
no,
weight.
I mean, sorry. I mean rating.
No.
So a 9. You need to be
9
rated.
out of 10.
You need to be rated 9 out of 10.
They don't want to come here.
For women. Then we will import the women.
Why would they want to come to Singapore? They want
No,
to go
but-
to fucking Middle East.
No,
Because so that we can interview them on the logs
where,
of Lobang.
where the oil money is at.
But no,
And where they have to cover their head.
he raised up a good point. He raised up a good point because there is a country
Have you
that
seen
where
the escorts in Dubai?
That's true.
no,
Yeah.
but
Actually, that should be a Netflix show, man. Escorts of
escorts
Dubai.
of Dubai,
Escorts of Dubai. We
Yeah.
should go undercover. Dude.
EOD.
Yeah.
No,
EOD,
No,
yeah.
we should contact Basu Sports and say we're going undercover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea, dude.
Fucking wonton don. We should get
Yeah.
a wonton don.
And then we were like, bro, we got no money, so can you sponsor our trip?
And we're equally wild and we love tummies.
They could sponsor the whole show, but no, I like his
and
point.
we'll crank a hoon with you.
No, I really like his point because
Squatting position.
his point actually brings us to another topic: misogyny in UK.
Ah.
That's where we open the doors, because if there's misogyny in UK,
We
there's
need
no,
we need to save women. We need to save
there
women.
is no misogyny here. So
There's no misogyny in our studio.
I invite.
Oh,
Emma-
there
we-
definitely is.
I
we-
I
we welcome
personally
all
invite
women.
Emma Watson.
It's
to,
just that they don't
issue.
want to come.
No, unless you're ugly lah. Unless you're ugly, then
No,
fuck
but
off.
you have had women here.
yeah, they're all at least an 8.
No, we have had.
Oh no,
that was a
he's
nice
re-
thing to say to
he's-
Paula.
he's revealing something else. Are they still here?
If Paula still listens to us or watches us,
I doubt
that,
so
that
lah.
was a nice thing to say to her.
Yeah.
it's-
If you're still listening,
Josie just said that you're
yeah,
at least
at
an 8.
least an 8. At least an 8. And I was about to say maybe they're still here.
yeah, hidden inside remnants of them.
Slowly
Remnants of them.
We heard a
Underneath.
Let me out. No, but you can't really hear the words because the mouth is being gagged. So
got your old socks.
No, but okay. So we have nothing for the American listeners. We have how to
No,
improve your country.
they're doing fine.
majority of them are doing fine lah.
Majority of them
better
are
lah,
doing fine.
better.
Yeah,
the
They
rest
don't
of
give a
us.
fuck about all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it's
Why
only
will they be bothered about a chink getting bashed up?
Lim Wei Wei.
What if they're doing the accounts? Huh? What if they're doing the accounts?
Accounts?
Yeah.
No, a 91-year-old isn't doing their accounts.
Hey, they still could be doing the tax returns, you know.
No, their grandson most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely lah.
Yeah, then what if
Most
the
likely.
grandson's through this idea that you all hate Asian purposely, you know, like
Hey, Hey, fucking
mess up your
I
tax.
can tell you that most Asians are smart enough. They're like, what the fuck is this? Hey, you don't talk all this kind of bullshit.
Oh yeah, no. Kim Day. What was that guy's? What's that actor's name? He was actually saying that.
Daniel Day Kim.
Daniel Day Kim. Yeah, he was saying.
Oh,
in
the guy
his-
in Lost, right?
Daniel Day Kim and Daniel Wu, two
Yeah.
actors, actually
Offered money.
Offered money, 25K.
for the apprehension of the guy that pushed down the
91-year-old.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And a contributor to Teen Vogue called Kim Tran. Vietnamese lah. From
Right,
the,
right.
The name said that this shouldn't be encouraged because you would have to rat out a black person.
Wow.
And black people have been oppressed for so long, and the police are not black people's friend.
Did she actually say that?
Yeah.
Wow. Rat out a black person. Jesus
No,
Christ.
I'm paraphrasing the rat out,
Right.
but to actually expose a
The
black person
gist,
or whatever.
the
lah.
gist of it was
To
like
the
saying,
authorities
like,
or
don't
because
do
they've
that
been oppressed.
because, yeah, policemen are not on the side. If you do this, then they'll shoot every.
Wait,
black
do
guy
these
that's
people
seen.
actually believe what they're saying?
Probably.
Or they're just saying it because they can get a lot of clicks?
I
or
think,
they're
I think they've been like brainwashed enough, or they actually believe in whatever fucking stupid shit that other people have been feeding them.
right.
They eat it all up.
They eat it all.
So-
They don't like. They don't analyze it. They don't do any fucking like.
Is it okay to
they
call
don't
them?
push it.
Is it okay to call them popularists?
Yeah.
Like popular. They're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
going on.
Just for the popular
They-
opinion
they're
to
just-
become famous.
They're just going. No, not even famous. They are
To get
on the
clicks, to get
popular
likes.
side to seem morally upright than the next person be
Right.
even though what they're doing makes no fucking sense.
But that's not even virtue signaling though, because the guy committed a
It's-
crime.
yeah,
Exactly.
no, but the
That's
thing
like-
is that if it was a
it's
white
virtue
guy,
signaling on a whole other level.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because
so what they're saying is that if it
it's-
was a white guy that committed that, right, it would
It's white
It's
supremacist.
white supremacy. But
Yeah.
if it's a black guy,
Then we
now we have to be tippy toes.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he committed a crime. He should, regardless of whoever he is.
So that's
No,
the thing.
no,
That was the whole
he
thing that's
should
brought
face a
about
penalty.
by the BLM before.
And
like,
that was what the article actually expressed. Like, not even one, not you, just this Teen Woke contributor, you know, other academics and journalists
Yeah.
of Asian descent, right, have been saying the same thing.
Right.
let's not do it because they're black.
Yeah. In essence, lah.
Wow.
Yeah, Sean just distilled it. Let's
Wow.
not do it because they're black.
So what?
Holy
and
shit.
you know, so see that's where a lot of people started questioning the BLM. And when you question the BLM, you're racist.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter what you say. How dare you question it? What
Mm.
is ALM? What does all life matter? This is about black people. Stop taking it
Now
away
it's
from
Asians'
us.
lives matter.
It doesn't matter. I hope that never happens because it was never about that. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
always supposed to be everybody's life matter. And
Or no lives
no,
matter.
no, no,
True.
If you die, you die.
no,
Yeah.
this
Nuke the country.
Ivan Drago.
no, this is
If he dies,
this is
he
this is the
dies.
key point. This is actually why ALM in the beginning made sense,
Mm.
because when you focus on one, you lead to a prejudicial biased thought towards certain. So right now, what you're saying that if a black person commits a crime against an Asian person,
Suddenly he should be
No,
let
that-
off scot free.
no, then
Crickets.
then
Because
suddenly you see you enter this point where you're like, oh shit, what the fuck do we do?
What should I do now?
When in any society, when a crime is committed against anybody
Charge
of any
him.
color,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you go to jail. It doesn't matter
Exactly.
if you're black.
Yeah.
But now
white
we have
or
to-
brown or red.
we have
that's
to
right.
tippy toes. We can't seem like we're racist because we're what. Now we're not saying that doesn't happen in America. It does. America is not what it wants to show itself to be. It's not the land of the free. Okay, my opinion.
Freer lah.
It's
Freer.
land of
It's
the
freer than
freer. Yes,
Singapore.
Yeah.
land of the freer. So they are allowed to do whatever. It's not that racism doesn't exist. That it exists.
It exists
probably
everywhere.
Exists in their
Yeah,
core.
it exists.
Everywhere. Racism exists
It
everywhere.
exists in their core. It exists in their history. They can't deny it. They want to pretend it didn't happen. But now they're overcompensating.
True.
And now the beginning when someone said ALM, this is what it was for. Because not only Black Lives Matter, now you see it was, but then again, to his point, it might not even be how it's portrayed. It's not like a hate just to Asian. It's not hate towards just black.
It's more
It's
complex than
just-
that lah, basically.
It's more complex,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
more-
just happens to be caught more often now.
And also talking about this, like I think
Oh,
a
we
lot
don't
of
know. It
the
could be
narrative when it
happening
talks
already,
about
it's
Asian
just-
hate, it comes down to white people committing the crime,
Yeah.
and then they're spinning in the whole white supremacist thing
Yes, that's
against
right.
That would
against-
be that would
against
be
Asian
more. Because
Americans.
the one that committed the shooting was white.
yes.
The
Atlanta,
other one,
Atlanta.
the
The
other
massage
one,
parlor
the
shooting
other
is
one
white.
was an Asian guy, so that one's being swept.
Arab, yeah.
Yeah,
It's Syrian actually. Syrian.
Syrian.
Yeah.
So it's
Syrian
basically the one that's more high profile is anyone that a white person commits, and the other ones are just regular crimes.
Yeah. I see a lot on my Facebook lah from some people who are living in the States. Yeah.
Okay, no, but
It's like white supremacy is a thing, blah blah blah. We need to stop it.
I think we're gonna be like misinterpreted, like we're either trying to downplay Asian hate or anything over them. We're not doing that. Like
No, white supremacists people exist in the
yeah,
States.
yeah, we
Yeah.
don't.
But whether or not that guy is a white, this particular guy who
Yeah.
shot up the massage parlor is a white supremacist, I don't think so.
So like
Correct.
a lot of people say case by case, but we're not trying to promote the fact that we're denying the issues over there. It's happening. People are getting hurt,
Yeah.
but it's not necessarily this narrative that they're portraying.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
this thing. It's up for further investigation.
Yeah.
But let's not jump. I think Demon is on the pot. Like, let's not jump towards it because like a lot of things can be manipulated. There are lots of horrible things happen. The guy being pushed over, the 98-year-old man, it's horrible. He's Asian is one thing, but the fact that he's a person and someone, an elderly person, and someone saw fit to do
Just
that
shove
to
him. Yeah.
So that person needs to be dealt with.
No,
You all
and
should
it
be
was done by
focusing
a
on
black
that.
person,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
But-
So let's not. So the equivalence that people want to bring into like the what Sean Josie said, that it was white people doing it. That's not true. So if you were to say that it was done by black people, and the article that I linked fucking lists out like a whole slew of incidences that happened which were actually perpetrated by black people, and the video clip that was also linked, so black, all black. Fucking the man was dying on the fucking pavement,
Yeah.
and the girls who were in the car that went past were still talking about, oh, my phone is still in the car.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what? Fuck.
Shielded
Yeah.
by some there's some
Army
moral
guard.
there's some moral shields that they have now, ethnic shield that are they trying to use now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, we don't know, we
And
can't.
in the name of protesting George Floyd's death, the fucking
Yeah, the
the
looting.
guy from Atlanta and someone another fellow from somewhere else. Fuck, they destroyed public property. They were looting, all this kind of shit, and all of a sudden, COVID didn't matter. Right? People were encouraged to actually go and protest.
and nobody was wearing a mask.
Oh, yeah.
Hardly,
Like
yeah.
all of a sudden, the pandemic didn't matter.
Yeah.
People were supported.
So
Fucking American Medical Association supported the protests.
Yeah.
So
Like, what kind of fuck shit is that?
so there's this lot of nitpicking of what has to be and what can't
And
be.
you know, one of the reasons why people were supporting the whole line of that, it's white supremacists that have been attacking the Asians. They wanted to pin it down on Donald Trump saying that it's a China virus. Saying that, oh, it's people who are influenced by the xenophobic comments made by
Donald
President Trump.
Yeah, and a lot of people blaming the Asians for the current quarantine things. That they want to make it seem like a lot of Americans are angry with Asians for causing them to be quarantined in their
Even
homes or having to wear
Yeah.
a mask.
and even when Donald Trump's out of office, they still want to vilify him lah.
Exactly.
As
Well,
the,
and
as the
that's-
And
evil.
most of the incidences that happened, right, were actually not hate crimes. They were actually the one where the guy just walked up and they bashed him. Yeah, that one, I don't know what the fuck was happening lah.
No, some
But
of
they-
them, no.
Most of the
Okay,
other
I
ones, right,
wouldn't
were
say-
actually like robberies.
No, I
Theft,
wouldn't, yeah.
robberies, yeah.
So I wouldn't say most. Okay, what we're saying is that we can't tell for sure if there is a hit. Some of them probably are. That guy shoving him, the other one where the kid runs across, and I think that was probably motivated by some. But most of them, like this one, was Grand Theft Auto. The other one was a robbery here and basic crime lah.
Yeah.
The crime that they've always experienced lah. It's just that happens in this climate where this Asian thing is trending, so it starts to lump up lah. Like last time when everyone died, like there's 4 new Ebola. There are 4 suspected cases of Ebola,
yeah.
in Oregon. I mean, also shelved under here and there by the person being allowed to go to New Guinea, coming back from Africa. It just
New Guinea, what? Papua New Guinea?
I forgot the place, the African place that they came back from. There's an outbreak there now.
Papua New Guinea is not in Africa.
No, Papua New Guinea.
It's near
the,
Borneo.
the
Near
African
Australia,
place.
near Darwin.
Guinea?
Guinea.
Guinea, right? No, not Guinea. What's the African place? Shit.
Ghana.
Ghana!
Starts with G.
Yeah, starts with G. Ghana.
G.
So there's an outbreak there. And these people came back from that. So it seems like what we said before, it seems to be a popular thing right now. Like whatever trends
Yeah.
catches the headline. It's no longer truth.
Yeah.
Truth has been replaced by trends.
Yeah.
That's
What
a sad life that they lead. No longer is truth important to them. It's what's trending.
What about women's lives matter?
Women's life
that
matter.
trending?
This is where we go over
It
to.
actually doesn't matter.
This is where we
No,
go.
but it's actually like pretty damn sad.
Yeah.
Because like even I think after Sean linked that article about the misogyny laws in
In the UK, yeah.
Another Western
I saw
country.
someone else on my Instagram feed who actually posted something about
You guys, I need to beep.
Right.
about misogyny or whatever kind of shit in Singapore,
Oh, okay.
like rape in like our Singaporean context and all this kind of shit lah.
Okay.
So it was about how women are like sexually abused or sexually assaulted, whatever. And we don't, and it was like a post like talking about how women don't need men to be allies, or when they are walking down the street, like women don't need men to protect them when
Right.
they're walking down the street, walking down a dark alley or whatever shit.
Right.
Women need men to tell to their fellow brothers, their friends, their father, their whatever, their sons, not to rape.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
And when I read that, and that was one person who like shared another person's post
Yeah.
on their Insta story. So I clicked on that. I went to find the post,
Yeah.
and I read the post, and I was like,
Does it give you a headache? Are you having a migraine?
no, it just made me laugh. Like, you know, like people can just write all this kind of
Do you
shit.
have the post right now? We should read it actually.
I don't know whether it's still there.
It's still
on,
trending.
If
Yeah.
it's still on.
It's funny when I see like people carrying placards or writing on social media say, "Hey, boys, fathers, you should teach your son that rape is wrong." Say, yeah, fuck. Of course, rape is wrong. We all know that rape is wrong. I mean, something that is written into law that if you commit a sexual assault, you go to prison for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need someone telling you like, "Hey, dude, Deben, when you go out drinking tonight, remember don't rape, huh?
Yeah.
Rape is a crime." I mean, we all know that, right? So I mean, I don't know where this whole thing is going though. First, you say
I
that
can't find it, man. But
yeah,
like that was one, and then the person actually like wrote like a post, and then like even said that, oh, you know, like I didn't have time to like elaborate on all of these points. It just like bugged me so much that I had to post this, and the people are like, oh, you're so brave for posting all this.
You're so brave.
I was
About
like,
what?
yeah,
So
stop it.
right now I should just go to my brother's place, look at my nephew, and say, "Don't rape."
Yeah.
And then at time he will look at me, "Oh, yeah, don't rape." You see
Yeah.
the girl down there,
And then
Don't
you
rape.
would have to buy him a Bob the Builder set, and
Yeah.
then you,
and show him like no rape.
yeah.
The whole thing about
Rape
them
is
like
wrong.
no rape.
yeah.
I
like,
mean, it's
Then I look at my nieces and tell them, "Oh, you don't have to worry. Don't defend yourself. Someone comes up and attack you. He shouldn't have to. Should never attack you.
he should have never done it in the first place.
Assume that everyone in the world is not out to get you. You are safe. I will tell your brother, don't rape. Then everyone in the world tell their kids, don't rape, and you'll never get raped ever at all. Then
Yeah.
if anything bad happens to you, how?
When
Just don't do anything. Just stand there and take it. No, I'm gonna teach I'm gonna teach my niece. If someone comes up to you and is threatening you, go for the balls, go for the eyes, do whatever you can to get out of that thing, and then report the
Carry
fella.
pepper spray, maybe a pen knife.
We are not allowed
Yeah.
to pepper spray, but defend
hey, Singapore,
yourself.
you're not allowed to.
No pepper spray.
Swiss Army knife.
But
Oh,
defend yourself.
isn't that legal as well?
Yeah.
No, you can carry a Swiss Army knife.
Ah.
Who says
Yeah.
you not, cannot?
You can
Right.
carry
Can.
I mean for other things, but you don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
I really
need-
have a weapon between my thighs. It's keeping me safe.
But they should know how to defend themselves.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
We don't
but
live. We
but
don't
besides actually physically defending yourself, there are other precautionary measures that you can take,
Yes.
lah. You know,
Yeah.
like don't walk down a dark alley,
Yeah,
don't wear
yes.
jewelry when you go out at night.
No,
Make sure if you go out drinking, go out with a
there-
bunch of
there-
friends.
There seems to be this driving force out there that
Yeah.
you can do no wrong. You don't have to do anything. You should be able to walk down a dark alley with nothing happening to you. That's the current thing.
Ideally,
They're saying that we're in this that this should be how the world is. Like you can educate all the guys and there are no crimes, but they do not realize that there are bad people out there of
Yeah.
both genders.
Yeah.
There
I
are
mean-
people who they know rape is bad. Nobody does rape thinking it's bad, not
Exactly.
knowing that it's bad.
Yeah.
The person who raped the
Exactly.
rapist is a bad person.
exactly. They know it's a crime.
They know it's a crime and they still
And
do
they still
it.
wanna do
That's
it.
why
Yeah.
they're bad people. It's not that they didn't know rape is bad. It's not.
This is
some-
not education,
Ye-
really. This
yeah.
is beyond education.
I mean, everyone knows murder is bad. It's inherently bad. Like some people might be psychotic and not know that murder is bad, but that's I mean, I don't know.
No, it's just that
but
if you don't want something to happen to you, you shouldn't be doing it to someone else. That's like a basic thing.
I mean,
If you don't want your stuff stolen,
somehow-
you don't do it to someone else.
somehow
You
they're
don't want to
saying,
die. You don't
That's
go
a
and kill
Kantian philosophy right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
somehow someone is saying that out there, out in our world is, as a young person, you grow up not knowing that forcing a girl into sex is bad. I could be wrong. Maybe in some worlds that is. I don't know. I don't know. Is that a fact that
Not in the UK. Not in the UK. Not in Singapore. In some countries, in Middle East, where like child marriages are allowed, then that's a different story. But we're
normalized
not.
lah.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the UK and
but
Singapore.
you see, in that case, right? Those are normalized by their society. In that case, fine. They need to change that because over there they've been taught to like this is
Yeah,
the proper
you
way
can
to
marry
treat.
like a 13-year-old girl.
But when you're
you know,
talking
so
about
that's-
raping, like
yeah.
like a rapist, right? Like an actual rapist, a serial rapist, this person knows is bad,
Yeah.
and he commits it. So instead of telling women to assume that you should educate the boys and nothing will happen to you, they should also know how to defend themselves. They should also know how to be wary of their actions. They should also know that they have to take certain responsibility. When a person tells you, if this country, the dress code over there is fully clothed up and it's a cultural thing, you don't go there wearing tank top, mid-drifts. In that case, yes, you are giving off the wrong, wrong
Signals, yeah.
signals.
I'll give an example that I think feminists or whoever won't be happy with, right? So
They don't listen to this podcast anyway.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
yeah.
If they
They
do,
should though, because they'll learn a thing or
should,
two.
then yeah, exactly. They will learn something. About 10 to 15 years ago, there were cases in Singapore and Malaysia where businessmen
Mm-hmm.
used to get their hands chopped off, like
Right.
their wrists chopped off because they're wearing Rolexes.
Right.
oh shit.
Oh shit.
So people used to monitor these guys with Rolexes on their arms, on their forearms, on their wrists, and then they will be followed, and then they will have their shit chopped off.
That's the fuck.
Fucking hell.
Just
Yeah.
ask, right?
Yeah, but
I think this happened in JB lah.
Probably.
yeah, there were cases in Singapore as well.
Oh shit.
If you can go back enough, right?
Right.
So
You want to watch it?
and any normal person would say that was fucked up. That was wrong.
Yeah.
So what can we do to avoid that kind of shit? Don't venture out alone, maybe. Don't go into a dark place where there's no one looking. There's no people walking about. If you were secluded and this kind of shit happened, there's no recourse for you, right? So it's highly likely that someone would isolate you and do this kind of shit to you.
Yeah.
They won't do it out in the open. Most likely, they won't do it
Yeah.
out in the open. If you tell all of these things,
Huh.
these things to advise these things to a rape victim, the vitriol that you will get,
Yeah.
you're victim blaming.
Yeah.
This
You're
is
saying
not
that
helpful.
how?
This is not.
Yeah.
like-
How is it her fault that she
I'm also
had to
not
walk
saying
down
that it's the man's fault that he got his arm chopped, his wrist chopped off.
for wearing a Rolex? Is it his fault for wearing a Rolex?
Yeah.
So no one should buy. He shouldn't wear a Rolex. No, you see, that's where the separation becomes. You are telling the guy to be more aware since he is wearing this out. He should be more aware of where he walks.
Yeah.
And if you want to fix that, then fix the way he walks. Add more light.
Yeah.
Because
Or don't wear Rolex.
Or no. It's
yeah, or don't wear a
you
Rolex.
See the things like don't wear
Wear a
Rolex.
Timex.
Don't wear a Rolex.
Casio.
Wear.
Casio.
Don't wear a Rolex. Wear. You see, when you say don't wear a Rolex, right? It sounds to the feminist saying don't wear skimpy clothes. Like like how can you say I want to wear? I can wear. Fine. If you choose to wear, then be aware where you are.
No,
So,
but
like,
you
for-
wearing your skimpy clothes or whatever kind of clothes,
Yeah.
whatever kind of clothes, because there are women. In Malaysia, there are old women wearing fucking
No.
sarong and everything also get raped.
No,
right?
no,
So
no.
that kind of shit. But,
Yeah.
but whatever it is, lah. But I understand where you're coming from. Wearing more attractive clothes makes you more desirable.
And Therefore, you should be more
Yeah.
aware.
So you should be more aware
So-
of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of
because
people,
not everyone
mm.
listens to feminist propaganda and
and not
and
everyone is a
agrees with
decent
your-
person.
I can wear whatever I want
Yeah.
and I should be left alone.
Yeah.
Some people disagree with you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And some people have not even heard your rhetoric before.
Yeah. There's just some bad people out there who want to do nasty shit to
Exactly.
other people, right?
Dude, the same thing, right? Oh, you should teach boys not to rape, or you should teach men not to rape. You should teach women not to lie then. Should we also
well,
teach women
not
not to
just
manipulate
women, everyone. I mean, it
girls?
goes,
Not, yeah. So
Yeah.
the thing
It
is,
goes
it's
there, it's like-
universal,
yeah,
right?
universal. Don't lie. Like, don't try not to lie. Don't lie. And the whole thing about the Rolex in your clothes is the same thing. If you choose to wear it, then you have to follow a certain set of rules. Like, not rules. Like, you have
Precautions,
to be aware
I
of
guess.
yourself.
Precautions, yeah.
It's the same. It's the same thing. It's like their thing is that I should be able to wear whatever I want and nothing should happen to me. In an ideal world, yes.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not that if you wear that, all guys will think she's asking for it. No. Decent guys will say, that's nice. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's nice. Woohoo. Bad people will look like shit, and then they won't say that you dressed up like that and it's asking for it. They just want to do it. You could be dressed up in
You could be wearing a tudung.
You could be wearing a tudung,
And
but
they
you
still
but you
want
have a
to
pretty face, or in that day
Yeah.
it just feels frisky.
You
can
could
be
be
a
a
target.
nun.
Yeah.
and they'll still do something to
Yeah.
they
you
want
could
to
be
do
wearing
something
a
to
Timex watch,
Yeah.
and he still wants your hand.
Who knows?
Because he don't know.
The world is
He's-
chaos.
He's desperate. He wants to sell something to get his coat. Still chop off your hand.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter what you wear. It doesn't matter. But it should not be the narrative. It's
It
just
just
on the
so
other side.
happened that you came across a druggie, a junkie, or whatever who really need his fix.
And he'll do whatever it takes.
He
Yeah.
did whatever.
He needs money.
And so
Yeah.
then this other thing brings us to the UK case where they're saying they labeled this there's an outbreak of violence there also lah. There was
The
a
Sarah
at
Edderwall.
at the one,
Yeah,
she
she-
was
she
walking
passed
back.
away, yeah.
Then a police officer.
Police officer, yeah. Abducted her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then now there's a hoo-ha of they're saying there's a very big epidemic of misogyny that now they're going to now in London and another place, misogyny is a hate crime.
I think Scotland.
Yeah. They're gonna it's an experimental law. So it's not
Edinburgh.
so they're gonna experiment this law for a period of time to see how it works out, I think.
Misogyny as a hate
No, so
crime.
it's not really a law. So what they are saying is that cases where such incidents have been reported, right?
Mm.
The police will note them as hate crimes,
Right.
as crimes which involve misogyny.
But the thing I think UK law under hate crime you get more severe punishment.
More severe punishment.
So that
yeah.
now they're just going to put misogyny underneath that.
Yeah, but it's all
labelled under hate
So it's all about collecting data.
to
so-
see
so,
whether it's a
yeah.
thing.
So there's going to be a law reform committee and a commission, and then they're going to take down all these data and everything, and they're going to come out with a report, and they're going to give what do you call that, suggestions.
I actually do want to hear, like, if they get all the data and they collect. I can't wait for the moment they come and say, it's true, we hate women. Like this is going on there. It's like, we've done the studies, and in England we hate women, and that's where Singapore comes up. It's like, you're welcome.
Come
No.
bring them here.
Oh,
Bring them
you
here.
guys have
Go-
not heard
Bring the redheads
The-
redheads here.
Singapore, we have declared that 2021 is the year of women.
So
Oh yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why-
year of the women.
Yeah,
that's
so
what-
we
that-
are
huh?
we are going to do that kind of shit as well for sure.
What?
We
2021 is the year of women.
yeah. So that's where we start importing women.
Look at
That's where we start
No,
importing
we are
women.
not going to start importing women. Apparently, we are going to listen to our women, and we are going to bring in new fucking law reforms.
So what, only
I can't say much.
Well, but we don't know that for sure yet. It's still in the works.
Just watch out.
Oh, there's some hot takes by Demon before he
I mean,
runs away to take a piss.
misogyny is hate against women, right?
Yes.
So if it's labeled a hate crime there, and they want to go for equality, I think they know where this is going. Then why isn't the opposite true also? Misandry, misandry,
Misandry?
which is hate against men.
Yeah.
So why isn't that
But-
labeled in the same line? Why?
But men are bigger than women, and we are more mature, and we decide not to push that shit. And so we just like let it slide. It's
So
fine.
what you mean is that we just got scammed, or they got scammed?
Well,
because it's only
we
a
take the high road. We take the high road because we don't want petty
How
quarrels.
How did this phrase come about? Be the bigger man.
Exactly.
God damn.
We decide to not just talk the talk, but walk the walk.
So it's gotta be us lah. Not ever be a bigger woman or be the what is always
Yeah.
be the bigger man. And they're gonna say that that's a misogynistic quote also. How can you say you be the bigger man? Huh? So what you're
Yeah.
saying female cannot be the bigger person? That's where
Yeah.
they're going to go. Be
But-
the bigger person.
But going back to the misogyny
Yeah.
law, the hate crime thing, right?
Yep.
I think it covers even sexual harassment as well, and they want to cover it under hate crime.
Yeah.
But the thing about sexual harassment is that it can be a little difficult to
subjective
define.
also.
Do you think so?
Sexual harassment can span from saying unwanted things.
Yeah.
So it can be like, hey, your bum looks really juicy in that dress.
Yeah.
Sexually harassed.
Yeah.
They do understand that it's a very wide.
Because I think the sexual harassment is not clearly defined in law, right?
It can't. I mean, it can't.
It's basically
usually-
what
it's
makes
usually
you feel
under
uncomfortable.
It's usually under harassment, and it's also like some people are okay with that, and other people are not. There's no defined rule.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell a guy you cannot comment on a female's appearance whatsoever in the office space ever, and then
Yeah.
fix that. So it becomes a very segregated thing. You go in and you have your when a conversation with a female, it can only be for the work, which is ideal lah,
Mhm.
but nothing above that. Like you can be friends with her,
yeah.
but then any friendlier, you're taking the risk. Because if at that point of time somebody's not in the mood for your comments, misogynistic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the I guess kind of loophole I feel. It's hard to define
It's
though.
very hard. It's now evolved into a controls of a person's speech,
Yeah.
actions. So it's slowly becoming smaller. So now they're gonna put misogyny there. But I already asked him, it's like, if it's only a hate crime to be misogynistic, then what about the other one, misandristic?
Oh, we talk about this today because men are the bigger
Yeah.
men, and we take the high road.
We want to say
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
if you want to view it in equality terms, right? There should be, if they came up with this rule, there should
Yeah.
be a coupling rule, which is you cannot be.
Yeah. What about
then-
what about women who marry rich guys and then dump them after 3 to 5
Yeah,
years,
that's
Exactly.
and then take
misandristic.
half the shit?
That's hate of men. So
Yeah.
so the
unfair.
fact that they
No,
broke
that's
it up.
That's what you call a whore.
No, but the fact that they broke it up,
Yeah.
they broke it up into this. That I think I told you right. That the fact that they broke it up cannot that be viewed as a form of hate against men? That
Yeah,
there
it
was
is.
only a rule
Yeah.
for misogyny.
But it's fine to be hateful towards men. It's fine.
Yeah. Because we
accepted,
can take
man.
it. We can take it.
Yeah.
We take it like a man.
And then I go back and
Exactly.
cry in the closet.
Cry in the shower.
No,
Cry in
come
the
on, Sean.
shower.
We are stronger than that.
Okay, I
Yeah.
cry in the storeroom lah.
Cry in the
But dry
shower.
tears.
Yeah.
Then goes out.
But
And
do you,
repress it,
what do you think
and then
about
go
this?
steal someone's dildo.
What about labeling misogyny as hate crime? Do you think that's a bit hard to define?
It is.
Right?
So
Because
Like
what someone thinks is
would actually,
misogynistic.
they would actually have to like really come up with like a
Specifics.
detailed breakdown of the definition of misogyny. Then
Yeah.
they would have to expand on it.
But then again,
Because I think I was reading the article. They said like they want to include sexual harassment
Yeah.
in the whole thing as well.
Yeah. So what
Which is-
is sexual harassment, right? So then you would have to go and read through their laws and their existing like case law and legislation and whatever, and look through the definitions, and you actually have to find out what sexual harassment is. Is it sexual harassment that has been deemed defined by a policymaker in a company, like their own company policy,
Under
or
the
is-
HR rules and
yeah,
regulations, or
yeah. Is it under that, or is it which sexual harassment definition are we going to follow?
right.
is a guy saying hello to a lady and the lady didn't want to talk to the guy. Is that sexual harassment?
No lah.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
the guy
like-
compliments a lady's dress,
Is that sexual harassment?
you know,
If a guy goes and say, "Hey, bitch," is that harassment?
if her name's bitch, then that's perfectly fine.
It's book.
Yeah.
It's book.
Yeah.
The BIC and th dot th. So usually bitch.
Yeah. So you really have to look
but-
into all of this kind of things,
Yeah.
lah.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
depends lah. Like, what if you're a pimp? What sexual harassment at the workplace? Give me my money, ho. That's actually business.
Yeah, that's
Like,
business.
That's
Yeah.
That's
business
business.
talk.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but you are talking about the American pimps. They won't be affected by these
or
laws.
what's a UK pimp?
But
Bring us my money, you wench. Yeah.
You slag.
You slag. Where'th be my cash? Where'th be my monetary
this is like
tribute?
1800s England lah.
Yeah, I mean, because the pimps over there is like speaking what, so the English had to be a little bit more upper classy. Sir Arthur of Pimpington.
Bring forth my
bring-
payment.
Bring forth
No, but
my
I think
wenches.
prostitution in the UK it's quite it's not very English lah. It has been taken over by
Russians, Eastern
Russians,
Europeans.
Eastern Europeans, Asians.
Yeah, Asians,
Yeah.
Thai, Vietnamese.
Sir, you cannot call your employee a hoe. What? Fuck off. Duh.
Vladimir, take care of him.
Take care of him. And
If
get
he
the-
dies, he dies.
Get what's her name? It's the bitch. Go.
Svetlana, come here. Get
Come
on your
here.
knees, bitch,
Get on your knees
and suck that vodka out
and
of
give
my
him
cock.
some sexual harassment.
We gotta end that. We gotta end the episode and suck the vodka on my cock. Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode
Lim Wei Ming.
of speculated Asian hate crimes and UK misogyny.
And female power.
Which is non-existent.
Power to the females.
Yeah, to all my Asian friends
No, it's-
in America, hide your asses, bitch.
Yeah,
Hide them.
or just buy a gun.
Some
Second Amendment.
a Korean shop owner did buy a gun.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was doing. I don't know. I mean,
that's how that person defended
it just seems like it's a vicious cycle. Buy guns, more guns, more guns, more shootings, more shooting,
Yeah,
more
but
people die.
as we spoke about, like
We don't care.
you can never get rid of guns.
Yeah, but I mean,
Not
if,
in
the
America.
States,
if
in the
any of you
States, yeah.
girls are feeling lonely or unsafe in where you're
Non-misogynistic. Come here.
yeah, in the UK or US, come to the Lobang Boys.
Yep.
We'll protect you.